how does no tax on overtime work? The One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which was signed on July 4th, 2025, contains a provision commonly referred to as no tax on overtime. This is actually a new deduction that some taxpayers will be able to take on top of their other deductions, whether they itemize or use the standard deduction. The deduction is temporary and it only applies for tax years 2025 through 2028. It's limited to $12,500 per year or $25,000 for joint return filers. It begins to phase out when the modified adjusted gross income exceeds $150,000 or $300,000 for joint filers. What you can deduct is the premium paid in excess of your regular hourly rate for qualified overtime. Okay, this means the extra half pay you are paid when you work in excess of 40 hours in a week. If you make $20 an hour and you work 41 hours in a week, then you earn time and a half for the 41st hour. Though you would be paid $30 for that hour, only the extra 10 in excess of your regular rate counts for the deduction. Now, the tricky thing for 2025 is that your employer is not required to tell you how much qualified overtime you were paid. They will have to provide this for 2026, but what about your 2025 return? Basically, the IRS says to do the best you can. They encourage employers to voluntarily report this to you, but if they don't, you can use pay stubs and other records to substantiate your deduction. If you only earn overtime at a rate of time and a half when you work over 40 hours, then the calculation will be pretty easy. Look at your last year-to-date overtime pay shown on your last pay stub. Divide that amount by 3 to get the qualified overtime amount. But what if you earn double time for working on holidays or Sundays? Now the math is harder. What if the holiday was on a Monday and this is the first day of your pay period? You got double time, but none of it counts for the deduction because you hadn't yet worked 40 hours that week. Is Sunday the first day or the last day of your pay period? If it's the first, then that double time will never qualify. If Sunday's the last day of the pay period, it's possible that some of your Sunday work was in excess of 40 hours for the week, but only the extra half pay counts toward the deduction. You were paid double, so you would need to take that overtime pay and divide it by 4 to get the qualified overtime amount. And what if you work some overtime at time and a half and others at double time, but it's all lumped together as overtime pay on your pay stub? Use whatever pay stubs or payroll system records you can to do your best. The IRS is unlikely to challenge any reasonable estimation for 2025. Just be sure to keep whatever documentation you use to do your calculation. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it with anyone who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and advice. Visit our website at alloysilverstein.com.